When I was watching my fellow adventurers build their teams in Genshin Impact, I had an epiphany. Last said this game sucks at telling you how to build a good team. This isn't because they are stupid or anything, but it's instead attributed to the fact that there isn't a single designated area in the game that gives you good advice on how to build your party. So instead, I'll be the ones to give the tidings on how to do so. Remember to have fun with your team, so you can have Amber as your main DPS, and I won't belittle you. But maybe I will. First things first is you have to talk about elemental reactions. Elemental reactions, along with the resonance in teams, have tons of nuance in them, and I'm not going to explain it all right now. But the full memo is, you should build your team on an elemental reaction. Some teams, for example, the one I use a lot, uses Xiangling and Bennett as their main pyro for that pyro resonance, and then you have Melt and Overloaded as a elemental reaction. Building teams like this will help you reach the acme of damage. After you have that in mind, you're going to first pick your main DPS. Your main DPS is the one who will be ravaging and doing all those big blows on the enemies. The adventurers that are best fit for this are the ones that usually have to spend a lot of time on the field and are greedy. But some of them are also flexible. This includes Razor, Diluc, Keqing, and Klee. But remember, they can build anyone to be a main DPS if you try so. After this, you're going to need a supporter. Supporters can also be called sub-DPS. These are characters who put utility on the field and then quickly switch out to help add the big numbers to your main DPS's damage. These are usually the ones that are causing elemental reactions because you usually don't build your main DPS to have elemental mastery in mind. These adventurers include Xiangling, Xingqi, Visual, Bennett, and Changyu. After those three people in your party are filled, you're now going to come to a juncture point. This is when you're going to have to pick between a healer or a shielder. Healers seem unassuming, and in reality, they're actually very strong, and they can help you a lot. Qixi, Barbara, Diona, Jean, and Noelle are all healers, and they can all shell out a lot of protection to your team because you can fix the mistakes that you made. But do remember that some characters can heal, not as well as others. Now, for shielders are very exotic and they're very odd and kind of finicky, but I like them. This is because they're built on having a shield around your teammates that just eat up the damage so you can make more mistakes in general. Zhongli and Xin Yang are great shielders, but you could also use them to do a lot of damage, such as Zhongli's crazy Planet Befall. With shielders, you don't want to be wallowing around and just sitting there, because you're going to be pulling up the shield a lot, such as Diona's, which you can bring up like really quickly. And also for shields, you still have to parry enemy attacks from those predatory enemies, because you never know if you can even eat it up. Overall, that's really it for this video. Don't waver on your decision to have a member on your party, because just pick whoever contributes the most. And finally, I shall convey that don't live by the doctrine of living by the meta. You can build Barbara as a DPS, no one's gonna stop you.